This actually looks like a good ambassador lobby. Eternal Knight is really good. Greasebot is also really good, but in a different composition than Eternal Knight. I feel like Banshee is better. That's a setup. Yeah, I mean, with Eternal Knight, I kind of want to just play for Eternal Summoner and go crazy. And this just gives me the start to do so. Always gonna go Undead here. It's such a good curve. You level, play Eternal Knight, freeze again. Then you buy Elemental and maybe the 2-1. And then you do whatever you want and you power level to 6, get Eternal Summoner, win the lobby. Easy. Okay, not so easy, but I think it's a solid game plan. And it's why I liked Ambassador in this lobby. It's a nice, powerful hero for the situation.
I thought the kitchen was on fire, but it was just you.
Do you still enjoy this game? No. I fucking love it. I might have a mental disease, but I love Battlegrounds.
One battle done. Now get on your apron and cook up a strategy.
Okay. Could go Tavern 3 and then Tavern 4. But there's not much payoff from getting the Banshee instantly, right? By the way, you shouldn't Banshee Eternal Knight because you actually want Eternal Knight to die. You should Banshee the Rider. So here's how we're gonna do it. If I get a bad Tavern, I'll just level. If I get a good Tavern, I'll buy. That's it. I don't play any card game. I don't even play Constructed anymore. I haven't played Constructed for months.
Don't forget to add salt.
MTG is a fun game, but you need to go pretty deep into it to enjoy it. Like, I'm sure there's like a lot of games that I would enjoy playing. It's just that I want to focus most of my attention, or as much of my attention as I possibly can, on Battlegrounds. Because I want to be as good as I can. I want to be the best. And I don't want to care about the rest. By the way, Rider is a good freeze, but Second Knight, Second Refiner is way better than Rider. So I don't know if I should freeze Rider in a spot like this. I was really into MTG, but then I learned about Battlegrounds. I haven't played MTG in 4 months, and I played Battlegrounds for 300 hours. Yeah, Battlegrounds is great, right? I was a professional Constructed player and streamer for like 7 years or 6 years. And then Battlegrounds came out. And now I haven't played Constructed for ages. Battlegrounds just hits different. If you had to switch to a different game other than Hearthstone, what would it be? I have no clue. Maybe I'll try TFT because it's the most similar to Battlegrounds. Oh, this is the guy that won my tournament. Let's say hello. I didn't actually check the names. I muted because he was emote spamming, but he was emote spamming because he won the tournament that I hosted. Was I rude? Too many people emote me.
Well, how did it go? Our little restaurant just earned another star.
This one is mine.
Smoker Pog. Dude, that guy was funny. I want second Eternal Knight, and I just want more Eternal Summoners and Titus. Maybe Anubarak would make the cut. But I'm pretty picky with what I want when I'm playing Undead. Because if you find the best unit on Undead, you just win the lobby. You don't care about anything.
That's it. Keep going. You're doing great.
Are you throwing shade at Creep and XQN? I'm not throwing shade at anybody, dude. I'm not saying one thing is better than the other. Creep and XQN have all my respect. They're amazing. I was just talking about streaming in general. Forson was one of the best at Miracle Rogue back in the day. I think he was better at marketing himself as one of the best at Miracle Rogue than actually being the best at Miracle Rogue. Miracle Rogue was also like pretty easy to play. Now I'm throwing a bit of shade. But I think people overestimated how well Forson was playing. I think he was very entertaining, but I don't think he was playing that great. He was decent though. You still lost to him. Yeah, he fucked me up in some tournaments. I think I also beat him a few times in tournaments. I don't know what our record is.
Now get on your apron and cook up a strategy.
He definitely knew how to win in tournaments sometimes.
Ingredients from here on out.
I like Queen here.
But it was just you.
These trades are so weird and it ended up in a tie. Wow.
Well, how did it go?
Game's looking good.
Got ice for you.
What about Toast? Toast was super smart, really good, and made amazing content. Educational content that people wanted to watch. What about Silvername?
All these years.
Dude, Silvername was a grandmaster
Like mushroom.
for quite a long time. Silvername even qualified to Worlds, if you guys remember. I cannot... Like, I never qualified to Worlds. Silvername did. I cannot trash talk him when it comes down to Constructed. Would I say he's better than me? I mean, I like to think I was better at Constructed, but again, I have my own bias. I will admit
I thought the kitchen was on
that there were quite a lot of players that were better than me at Constructed, but I don't think Silvername was one of them. But he qualified to Worlds and I never qualified to Worlds, so... From an achievement perspective, he did better. Do you miss the old times at all? A little bit, yeah, but I'm not very nostalgic. I enjoyed the old times, but I don't want to, like, reminisce about it and talk about it when I'm 80. Or maybe talk about it, but I don't want to be like, oh, I miss the old times. I like the present as well. Battlegrounds is fucking lit. Greta Ball seemed interesting, but it's still a waste of money. And a waste of time. I told you that chat is not gonna be okay with how picky I am when I'm playing this hero.
different tastes, I guess.
I'm incredibly picky
For justice.
on the minions I play.
Grit Lord.
To qualify to Worlds, you needed to grind Legend all the time, no? No, you also had to beat other people in like a very small sample size. Grinding was not the problem. The problem was that you had one shot to qualify, and if you had one bad series, you were out. I got really close to qualifying to Worlds. I was good at the grinding part, but I was very bad at the doing well in a small sample size part. Who was better at Constructed, you or Ties? Ooh. Overall, Ties was better. But I think I had my moments where I was better. But he was better more often than me. Isn't Titus the world champion? No, he never won world. Also, being a world champion doesn't mean that you are amazing. I think some world champions also got a bit lucky. But let's not get into that. I don't want to throw too much shade. Pavel might have not been the best world champion, but he was the most fun world champion for sure. Pavel was hilarious.
Hard to find something stronger than that. Which one's right for you?
You don't actually want to triple the Titus on this build. I want to give some health to the Eternal Summoners, but I don't know what's the best way of doing that. Glow skill is actually good. You want to protect your Titus. Isn't Colossus insane here? I don't like the Colossus that much. It's only gonna have 10 attack if Anubarak dies with Titus on the board. It's okay, but it's not great. Who is the GOAT of Constructed?
The kitchen was on fire, but it was just you.
Tournaments or overall? Overall, it has to be ties. Tournaments, maybe Hunter Ace. People that say Colento over Hunter Ace only played in like the first year of Hearthstone. Hunter Ace definitely had better achievements overall. Who's the GOAT of Battlegrounds? I mean, XQN by far. XQN finished like top 2 every single season, right? Nobody can compete with that so far in Battlegrounds history. JJ. I'm joking, obviously. Stay in school, kids. What about Dog? I would say Dog is in the same category as me. More of a fun streamer than being like the absolute best. It's really hard to compete with like people like XQN or Bobbit. Or goddamn it. They're just like too high rank all the time.
Number 1, huh? Nice work.
Why do I skip the Baron? Because I said you don't need 2 Barons on this composition. If you play 2 Barons, you're gonna summon more from one Eternal Summoner, but you're not gonna have the board space to summon the Reborn. Basically, Baron makes you weaker. Like here, if you had another Baron, you wouldn't get the Eternal Summoner back. Do you get me? It was not a mistake. It was on purpose. I'm skipping the Titus, I don't need it.
That was delicious.
I don't want the sister.
Which one's right for you?
I should Banshee
Your strategy.
to play around Blaster. I don't want to get my ass blasted.
Spicy.
Let's do it like this. I didn't say Dog was bad. I said Dog is an amazing player. But he's not number 1 or number 2. The same way I'm not. I think I'm doing well. I'm top 25 most of the season. But I'm not a top 5 player. I'm not number 1. I'm not number 2. I'm not number 3. I'm not number 4. I'm not number 5. It's very hard to be like a top streamer and also be like top on the leaderboard. Some people can do it like XQN and goddamn it.
Huh? Nice work.
Chat is saying that if Dog wanted to be as good as XQN, he would be as good as XQN. That's... I don't know. Maybe. Dog is a genius. I think he could, but he would need to put in a lot more hours. I'm not talking about who can be at the level. I'm talking about who is at that level. I just think XQN is on another level. Babbitt as well. And goddamn it as well.
There you go. Beat them down like mochi.
I don't want Leroy here.
This one is mine.
Some days ago, I had a funny bug that I summoned somehow 8 minions. Did you? Why do I never see Babbitt in tournaments? I don't know, tournaments are... We didn't have like super high level tournaments yet in Battlegrounds. We just had like some smaller tournaments with like very small sample size in which the best ladder players couldn't show their worth. And he was in Lobby Legends, yeah. Games like Battlegrounds and TFT are pretty terrible for pro play.
Nice work.
Why do you think that is the case? Do you think they're more like viewer experiences than like pro play games or what? Did I miss some juicy chat drama? No drama here, mate. Chat just went super crazy when I said I think XQN is better than Dog.
If you ask me, that was well done.
Which doesn't even like Dog can still be like a top 10 player in the world. I just said XQN is the best. That's it. I don't think I had a controversial opinion. You also compared yourself to Dog. I mean, we are very similar ranks. So I don't see the problem with that either. Do you think rank is not a good display of skill in Battlegrounds? Or is it only a good display of skill when you think it's a good display of skill?
That there's a rare find.
Okay. We should win from here. Rank is how much time you invest in it. I disagree with that. You can play 10 hours per day and lose ranks because the MMR system is very... it requires you to win or get second to be able to climb. And then if you don't win or get second enough to make up for your bad games, you're gonna lose ranks even if you play like 100 hours.
Number one, huh? Nice work.
Bam. And now, we summon like crazy. See, if you had Golden Titus, or if you went for that, it would be like worse here.
That was delicious.
He's playing Sindorai. So I actually want to town Leroy to screw him over.
Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. Destroy!
Why did I buy the second Soul Splitter? I bought second Soul Splitter because I had 2 Eternal Knights before I was offered triple on Eternal Knight. If I can remember the situation correctly. By the way, here I wouldn't even want to triple the Eternal Summoner. I don't think it's a good play. How good is Blaster against me? Is not so good.
Just like a good meal, filled with flavor.
Okay. His second Sindorai might get me. Oh, that was a good shot. Okay. Still, having Reborn on this is the game-winning card. The game-winning play. I should get enough to win here. Oh, wow. We're gonna have another fight. This is getting tight. This is getting really tight. Let's actually try to play this smart. You know what would be like a Galaxy brain play? Putting Titus first. But maybe not. I would like another taunted Leroy. Or a taunted Queen.
Cook longer, but it'll do.
You don't want to taunt the Eternal Knight. Ooh. That's bait. You don't want to taunt the Eternal Knight, no. If you taunt the Eternal Knight, you lose the Reborn. Like, I'm playing Soul Splitter to Reborn the Knight. I can't afford to lose it. I'll taunt another Knight, though. That can work. Oh, wait. If I get another Knight, then Soul Splitter can miss on it. Nah. Do I care? Yeah, I don't know if I care, that's the thing. Can also just cut Leroy. And play 2 Soul Splitters. Nah, I like the Leroy, because Leroy trades a Sindorai. Yeah, I still get a 50-50, right? Let's just do this. Crazy positioning. We got a good outcome, by the way. We got a good outcome where this is not the one taunted. And now his second Sindorai just dies to my Leroy. And now we get summoner value from the Titus. Okay, actually, my summoner was too big. And I slightly exposed my Titus. But I'm still probably gonna win. Was this play overthinking? Maybe I need to do more flashy plays so chat thinks that I'm better. Because apparently my rank is not good enough to convince people that I'm good at the game. I feel like the main reason why people think that I'm not as good as my rank is sometimes I do some really shitty plays that somebody that's like, I don't know, 3,000 points under me could still spot. And because of those like really bad plays, people think that I'm bad. I need to clean up my game. Nice. Like, I'm like a football player that like dribbles the whole enemy team, scores from like fantastic positions, but then also like misses from like the empty net or has like a super big fuck up. I don't know if there's like a football player like that. But basically people think that I'm not that great because even though I have some amazing games, I also have some obnoxiously garbage games and terrible plays.